keep everybody awake. These are early morning classes. And you know those things you spray flowers with? Like one setting is like that spray, and then the other one's like long range. So he, like a cop, he would patrol like around, and people would be there like this. And if someone started to go like that, he'd turn around and go they get water in their pants, and they go like, I wasn't sleeping. So some he'd do the spray, and others he'd think oh, you think when I go by, then he'd turn around. I'm serious. Welcome to the Hare Krishna movement. You too can be a member. And there were some people who shall go nameless, but who would I'll tell later about Guru, but they would, who won't go nameless? Jayadvaita Maharaj, the revered Jayadvaita Maharaj, the great editor of Srila Prabhupada's books, Prabhupada had 100,000% faith in him and his editing of his books. But sometimes in the class, he would start to go out, and who's giving the class would go, Jayadvaita, what's that sloka? And he'd be like that, and he'd go, Devi hi sagunamayi, mama maya bharate, maam evaye prapadyante, mayame tam tarandite. And they'd go like, and then he'd sometimes Guru Maharaj is giving a class and a talk, and he's a young boy, he's falling asleep. And Guru Maharaj thinks what he's saying is very important, and we can assume it probably is, not that he's just for some other reason. He feels like some fine point has come, and the boy's nodding off. So he would do the same thing. Gorindu? That was Gurudev's brahmachari name. And then Govinda Maharaj would do this, look up, and then quote the verse or tell the fine point. And Guru Maharaj was like, oh. I thought he was sleeping, but he didn't miss the fine point. It's actually, going in. What's that potential that is within us, aspiring servitors, is awakened. Bhaktya sanjatya bhaktya, in the presence, in the service and association of someone who has it. Guru Maharaj says it's true about many things. As intelligence can recognize intelligence, and so the association will, through association, similar tendencies will be awakened within us because we have the potential. That's why Krishna, the devotees of Krishna, know the descent into this plane is really to give association. And then others hearing about the Shrotavyas, Kirtitavyas, cha, Smartavyas, Chechtatabhayam. Hearing about, chanting about, remembering. The pastimes must be there. They're not, we're riveted to story in this world. But we just have, William James called adventures of the intelligence. Mundane writers telling stories. And people find them variously useful or useless. But these stories, we're talking a good story, what captures the imagination. This one, more than captures the imagination,